Hey, good morning and happy Monday. We're hanging out at Coronado and we are teaching you how to go electric. You've probably seen these bikes around town, but coming up, we're going to show you how they work. That's all coming up on the Fox 5 Morning News.
I believe in miracles.
All right, Heather Ford is hanging out in beautiful Coronado today.
She's showing us how to go electric. It's electric, Heather.
Hey, happy Monday to you guys. Yeah, it is electric, absolutely. You're going to take a look at some bikes this morning where you may have seen them out on the street or you may have heard about an electric bike, but you don't know how it works. So we're going to show you why it is one of the best ways to get around. And we're not talking about for lazy people. We're talking about kind of the hybrid way of doing it. So take a look at this bike, and we're going to meet Don this morning, who is the guy who's running the show around here. You're going to tell us about how this bike works. And I think when you look at an electric bike and you think about using an electric bike, you think, hey, well, the whole point is to have this pedal power and to be working out. But this helps you get around and use both your legs and a battery. Now, first things first, I want to know how it all works together, because you can pedal and use the battery at the same time.
Exactly. So it's just like a regular bike. You pedal it, but you need a little bit of help getting up the hill. You give it a little bit of energy and it zips you up the hill.
So I'm thinking, first thing, this has got to be for someone who wants to commute to work. Maybe they don't want to get to work sweaty, or maybe they want to get there a little bit quicker. So this can go up to 20 miles an hour?
It'll go up to 20 miles an hour for at least 20 miles. So it is great for commuters. It's people who want to do recreational. We make all different styles depending on what people want them for.
So this one that we're looking at right now is what kind of style?
This is a recreational bike. This is a cruiser bike. This is somebody who wants to ride along the beach and maybe they're faced with headwinds, or on the ride home they have a hill to get up. This solves the problem.
Okay, so let's take a look at the battery and how all this works. So basically we're talking about a battery that needs a charge. Can you take it out and kind of show us how this works?
Sure. The battery slides out like this. This is the battery pack. It weighs about 6 pounds. This is where it's charged. So you just plug it in at home, in your garage, or you can take it in the house, plug it in, and you can charge it. And it takes about 4 hours if it's empty to fully charge. But then it'll take you 20 to 30 miles once it's charged, and that's without pedaling.
Oh, okay. So if you want to do both, which a lot of people are going to want to, you put it in there, and then basically it's just like any other, sort of like a motorcycle or a bike. It's got these throttles up here.
It's kind of the combination of a motorcycle and a bicycle. It's got all the functions of a bicycle. It has gears, it has pedals, and you pedal it. And then when you want that little bit of extra help, you simply twist the throttle like this, and it makes the bike go with the motor. And the motor turns behind it without any effort at all. However, the way smart people ride it is they ride it pedaling, and then they just use that motor when they need a little bit of assistance to get up the hill.
Right, you talked about pedaling, which a lot of people are doing. This can still be your fitness for the day. You don't want to put that aside because, you know, biking is a really great way, especially since we're in Coronado, a fun way to get around. I'm going to switch over here, Don, so I can talk to Rhonda, because Rhonda is kind of our claim to fame this morning. This woman got into fitness for her very first time, kind of wanting to get off of the couch because of the Pedego. You were able to actually get on a bike, ride again. You've lost how many pounds?
277 pounds.
Which I said, I don't believe you, so show us the photo. And this was kind of your way to say, hey, a lot of fitness, if you really want to get off the couch, is difficult and probably a little bit scary for people who are thinking working out for the very first time in a really long time. And this is something that got you going.
Yes, definitely. It was a way that I could get out, get moving. I could pedal for a while. When I got tired, I could use the motor, rest up, pedal some more. And now I commute 19 miles a day by e-bike.
What made you try this for the very first time? When you saw a bike like this, what made you really think, oh, I could do that?
You know, I saw it at a green fair, and I thought, gosh, it looks so fun. So I went, I tried it, I rode by, went to my husband, I'm like, you got to try this. I did it 3 times. He finally said, okay, I'll try it just to have me be quiet. We went home with 2 bikes that day. It was just fun. They were fun.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
And here in Coronado, it is a pretty easy way to get your start going because it's flat. The island's nice. They've got lots of safe bike trails and places you can go. $15 for the hour, Raul and Erica, if you want to come rent one and just try it out in case you've never done it or you're maybe a little apprehensive. We're going to give it a try. We're going to take some GoPro footage in the next hour and try this thing out on the streets. But, you know, they're not a cheap bike, not inexpensive, but if you wanted to buy one, they're between $2,000 and $3,000. And just break that down, though. If you're riding it actually to work, that's a pretty good expense. Like if you want to actually be riding it, every day for a year, I kind of do that with and Erica, I'm sure as a girl, if you want to buy an expensive pair of shoes, you're like, oh, if they're expensive, well, it's only like $1 a day if you wear them for 200 days, right?
You're doing that's way too much math.
That's a lot of effort, Heather.
That's a lot of math. That's a lot of math early in the morning. The bike looks cool and it's a cool concept.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that. If you ride for 200 days instead of walking, don't wear your high heels. Just think if you're going to go work, ride this bike, and then you do the math, and then that's
a lot of shoes.
That's a lot of shoes. Thank you, Heather Ford. Appreciate it.
it.
Looks fun, though.